On the night before Christmas, the world is at rest, awaiting the miracle, holy and blessed, when the dawn of a new day of love and of birth gives hope to us all for peace on the earth. As the snow lightly falling caresses the town, the light from the brightest of stars twinkles down,
and the children are sleeping so warm in their beds, they dream of toy soldiers, of dolls and of sleds.
Look to the sky, listen for sleigh bells, knowing that Santa's on his way.
Fly through the night, jingle away bells, bring us the wonder of Christmas Day.
On the night before Christmas, no strangers, just friends, and love in the greetings that everyone sends. So we wish you a season that's shining and bright. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So we wish you a season that's shining and bright. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
I beg your pardon?
Who's there?
Excuse me, over here? Me? I am a mouse, and I am stirring. Oh, almost forgot the sugar.
Yes, but really, you shouldn't be. It interferes with the story.
A shame, I'm sure, but if I stop stirring, the pudding will stick to the pot. Whoa, we can't have that, can we? Can I add sugar yet?
But this tale, you see, it concerns a family waiting for Christmas, and,
That explains it, then. You're in the wrong place. Oh, now I'm confused. Did I put in the sugar?
The wrong place?
Quite completely, I'm afraid. There's no family here.
There isn't?
None at all, and I'd venture to say no Christmas either. Need sugar.
No Christmas? Oh, no, that can't be right.
But it is. None for Jeffrey, anyway. He's my friend, Jeffrey is. Come along, I'll show you. Poor little fellow. There's no one except me. Did I mention he's my friend? Well, come on, pick up the pace. Haven't got all day. Come on, come on, come on. No one here truly knows his story. Except for me, of course. I know it all because I'm his friend. Did I tell you that? Ah, there he is.
But it's so late. He should be home with his family.
He has no home, except this place, and no family. Except, of course, little old me. And that cat. That thing is absolutely awful, atrocious, appalling, abominable. And those are just the A words.
Come here, Paws.
What he sees in that beast escapes me entirely.
Yes, but about his family.
Oh, now I've already told you. Wait, let me tell you the whole story. It was 2 weeks ago when he first showed up. He arrived on the morning train.
There he is!
Over there! He's coming toward you!
No, to your left! No, your other left! That way! No, not this way! That way!
Which way?
Out of my way! You're in my way!
Do you see him, Paws?
Thought you'd outsmarted us, didn't you?
Look! A runaway carriage!
Where?
There!
No.
Yes!
No!
Come on, Paws! Jump, boy!
Where? I don't see it!
Over there, on the hill! Please, boy, now's not the time to develop a fear of heights.
What hill? I don't see a thing, son. Son. Oh, son.
Okay, Paws, it's clear.
Not so fast, boy. Did you take some of my bread?
No, sir, I didn't, sir.
Then take some. You're nothing but skin and bones.
Why, thank you, sir.
Poor little fella. Reminds me of me when I was his age. Only skinnier and shorter, different hair, much more outgoing. Actually, I was nothing like him.
In here, Paws. I think we're safe now.
You might think it, but you'd be very wrong. Just stay put for a minute.
Hey, have you seen a little hooligan running this way?
Hooligan about so high?
Yeah.
A dark-haired hooligan.
Yeah.
Had a hooligan cat with him.
Yeah.
Never seen him.
Oh.
I don't know how to thank you, sir. If there's anything I can do...
There is one thing.
Yes?
You can get off my foot. Ouch.
Sorry.
Nice boy, but clumsy.
I think we...
What do you want and why?
Well, sir, I...
Thought you'd rob me, didn't you?
Oh, no, sir, I...
Thought you'd steal everything I have, eh?
Oh, no, really, I...
Don't try fast talking your way out of it. I'm calling the constable.
Oh, no, sir. Please, sir, don't do that. I wasn't going to rob you. I came to ask for a job.
You're only a child, and a skinny, dirty one at that. Get out before I do call the constable. Or Mrs. Bottoms over at the orphanage. Oh, she'd be happy to meet you.
No, sir, really. I am looking for work.
How old are you?
Oh, quite old, sir. I'm 40. I mean 30. 29? 28 and a half. Yes, I know I look younger. I take good care of myself. I exercise a lot.
I see. I run a very progressive factory here, boy. I don't pay my people with money. Weighs down your pockets and wears out the threads. I pay with potatoes.
Potatoes?
As I said, I'm progressive.
Well, I like potatoes.
Not large potatoes, so don't get greedy on me. How does that sound?
Well, sir, it sounds...
Fine, you're hired. I smell cat. You smell cat? There's a definite cat smell in here. Do you have a cat, boy?
No, sir.
I dislike, detest, and despise cats. And those are just the D words.
Oh, I do too, sir. Horrid animal, the cat.
Enough! Let's get you set up.
You wait outside, boy. I'll come for you later.
Come on, you have work to do.
Jeffrey was put right to work, helping Clara, Elmer, Ferdy, and myself. It was, of course, our busiest season. Despite Mr. Reek's unfortunate attitude, Jeffrey seemed to enjoy his work at the factory. He fit in quite easily with us. But I, for one, had a sense that something was not as it should be.
Oh, where do you live, Jeffrey?
Live? On Elm Street.
Oh, I've never heard of Elm Street.
Oh, did I say elm? I meant maple. I mean birch. I mean, we just moved there. It's a tree. I forget which.
Could it be oak?
Yes, of course. Oak. 412 Oak Street.
Up on the hill? And I suppose you live in one of them 12-bedroom mansions. Another defective one.
No, it only has 10 bedrooms.
We only got 1 bedroom. Got 10 kids, though.
If you're so rich, what are you doing in here?
Father feels I should know the value of honest work. He doesn't want me spoiled just because we're so rich.
I began to suspect that something wasn't quite right. And later that night, I found out for sure.
Can we walk you home, Jeffrey?
No. No, thank you. That's all right. Father's sending Reggie down with the carriage.
Oh, the one with red velvet seats and silk curtains and a team of 4 horses.
Ferdy, please. The seats are brown.
Oh, do you suppose I could ride in it sometime, Jeffrey?
Well, sure, Elmer. Sometime, but not now. We just had the gold trim polished.
Good night, everyone. I'll see you in the morning.
Wait for me, Ferdy.
Night.
Jeffrey had unlocked the window before he left. And then he headed up into the building. Higher and higher and higher, to the very top, where he found an abandoned room. This, not some fancy mansion, was Jeffrey's home.
What I wouldn't give to live in a house like that. Or even a smaller one. Any house, really. Isn't there a place for me where I can have a family, a cozy room, a nice warm bed where I can rest my sleepy head? Will I know a mother's touch, or am I wishing for too much? Oh, must I wait until I'm grown to have a family of my own? Sister and brother, father and mother, is there another place so bright where someone needs me, comforts and feeds me, where someone reads me to sleep at night? If I had but wishes 3, I'd use them all to wish to be where I can have someone to care, the family whose home I'll share. I know it's just outside somewhere, a family. My family.
It was about this time that Jeffrey began a little project of his own. Each night, after Mr. Reeks had closed the factory, Jeffrey would slip down from his room and gather toys that had been broken during the day. He'd take them quietly to his room, where he carefully and quietly repaired each and every one, as I helped him. Or I would have, had I not been otherwise occupied. When he fixed enough of them, he'd gather them up and made a little late-night delivery. To Mrs. Bottom's orphanage. Psst, over here.
Jeffrey!
I got you a soldier, Joe. Marches when you wind him up. Well, sorta. One leg's shorter than the other and he falls over sometimes. This is for you, Mary. A bear. Marty. Sorry, ran low on stuffing. He's kinda skinny. Oh, here, Tim. A jack in the box. Well, it's just a box. I didn't have a jack.
Boy, a soldier. Just what I always wanted. A ballerina. She's beautiful. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Hold it. Don't go yet. Here. This is for Rebecca. Where is she? Rebecca. Come here. This is for you. When you wind him up, he sings. Usually. More often than not. Sometimes, anyway. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Hurry. Back in bed. Come on.
What's all this screaming and yelling in there?
Rebecca, hurry.
Who's making that noise? Speak up! It'll be easier for us both if you step forward now. What's that horrible racket? A toy, a toy, a toy! I hate toys! I'm allergic to toys. Who does this belong to? I want a name.
Oh, no.
A Reeks toy makes a happy child.
Believe me, Mrs. Bottoms, no one is more distressed by this than I. Your orphans lack the means to procure such an item. Let's face it, they're broke, so it's clear a very serious crime has been committed.
That is your problem, Mr. Reeks. My concern is that your toys are finding their way into my orphanage. It's a very dangerous thing for those children to have toys. When they have one toy, they want two, then three. Who knows where it will end? They'll come to expect such things. I can hardly allow that to happen.
Of course, I understand completely. Toys were never intended for the poor.
Then what, I'd like to know, do you propose to do about it?
The culprit must be apprehended immediately.
If not sooner, my allergies can't take it.
Oh my, oh me, oh my.
And the best way to do that, I think, would be to set a trap.
Oh, yes, yes.
No, no.
I'm sure I will have this matter resolved in a very short while.
Oh, dear me. Oh, very dear me. I must warn Jeffrey. Jeffrey! Jeffrey! Hello there, Mr. Cat. Long time no see. How have you been? Well, I hope. Well, if you'll excuse me, there's something I really must tell Jeffrey. It's, very important, actually, so if you don't mind. Quite urgent, actually, but, brief. Won't take more than a second. Less, perhaps. Then I'll be gone.
What are you up to over there, Paws?
Jeffrey! Yoo-hoo! Down here! Could you call off this creature? Hello! Oh, this is a critical matter, I tell you. So please, for Jeffrey. Oh, come on now, cat. You're not showing much Christmas spirit, you know.
I'm going down for more toys, Paws. Hey, what have you found there?
Mouse.
It's a cute little mouse.
Hear that? He thinks I'm cute. You don't eat cute things, you know.
Aw, don't hurt him, Paws.
Let me out! I have to tell you something, Jeffrey!
Go on back home now, where you'll be safe. I'll be right back.
Jeffrey, no, wait, hold on, come back! Oh! Oh me, oh my. Oh me.
Just a couple more toys and I'll have everyone taken care of. Huh? Let go of me! Let me go!
Mr. Riggs! I got him! I caught him, Mr. Riggs!
I knew all along you meant nothing but trouble to me.
I didn't do anything. I only...
Enough! You can tell your story to the constable. I'll be glad to be rid of you once and for... It's cats!
Come on, Paws!
Constable! Help, Constable!
There he is! Over there!
He's coming toward me!
No, to your right! Your other right.
That way!
No, no, this way!
Which way?
Animal right!
Did we lose him, Paws? Look! A runaway carriage!
Oh, you don't expect me to fall for that again, do you?
I tried to warn him.
Here, boy. 2 loaves. A gift. It's almost Christmas Day.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas. There won't be anything else coming, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's all right, Jeffrey. You got something for us all. Except Rebecca. Mrs. Bottoms took the singing bird away from her, you know. Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, it's not your fault, Jeffrey. You did your best. Jeffrey? Jeffrey?
I have to go back in, Paws. One last time. I heard something. What is it, boy?
come alive on Christmas Eve, it's always a great surprise. When the soldiers march and the tigers leap, it's hard to believe your eyes. It's a joyous Christmas party before the toys arrive. It's a wondrous sight on a winter night when the toys all come alive.
When the toys come alive on Christmas Eve, it's such an amazing sight. All the ballerinas are spinning round, so beautiful, young and bright. And the world is softly waiting to hear old Santa sleigh. When the toys all cheer on a night so clear, on the eve of Christmas Day. Soldiers, ballerinas, little toy horses, like in a fairy tale. And perched inside a golden cage, a singing nightingale.
Tea sets, tiny tables, fluffy white bears for when little folks pretend. And pirate ships on treasure trips and castles to defend.
When the toys come alive on Christmas Eve, the train goes around the track. Up until the time that they say goodbye and jump into Santa's sack. And if you're awake and listening, you should have been asleep. When the toys all play before Christmas Day, when the snow is white and deep. It's so happy, it's exciting, it's astoundingly delighting. Oh, the joys when the toys all come alive on Christmas Eve. Calico cats and drummers playing trum, trum, trum. Spin, 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 ballerina and dancing on a sugar plum. Tea-sets, tin soldiers and little teddy bears. Tea-sets, tin soldiers and little teddy bears. Calico cats and drummers playing trum, trum, trum. Spin, 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 ballerina and dancing on a sugar plum. Tea-sets, tin soldiers and little teddy bears. Tea-sets, tin soldiers and little teddy bears.
Wait, what?
So, the criminal returns to the scene of the crime. But you won't get away this time, so don't even try. Now come along. You shall spend your Christmas in the state home for wayward boys. I wish I could say that more often. Oh! Who did that? No! What is this? You sabotaged my toys!
Pause. Here you go. Merry Christmas, Rebecca. Don't worry, Paws. Things will be better in the next town. I'm sure of it. Because it couldn't be any worse.
Poor Jeffrey. How will he ever get along without me? Where will he go? He has no home but this, and no friends but me. I must do something. I definitely, decidedly, indubitably, undoubtedly must. I must help him. Oh my, I don't know where he is. How will I ever find one lone lost boy in a city like that on a night like this? Of course! The one person who knows where every child everywhere is, Santa Claus. Why didn't I think of it earlier? I'll go right to the North Pole. But, which direction would it be? Oh, yes, of course. To the north. All right, Milton, keep up the pace, my boy. Oh, just a little further and I'll have reached the end of the block. Oh, I do hope I make it in time. Oh, no, no, no! My glasses! I beg your pardon? You haven't seen my glasses, have you? I need to find them in case I run into any... Say, you aren't a cat, are you? Feels like a cat. Smells like a cat. Sounds like a cat. Maybe it's a kangaroo. No, it's a cat. Oh, I'm wrong. It's 1, 2, 3, 5 cats. Yes, well, the more the merrier. No. All right, if that's how it's going to be. But I must warn you, I'm an experienced fighter. Why, these hands are registered as weapons. An old self-defense technique known as lying. Oh! Such an unfortunate choice of name. Oh, very well. I give up. It's silly to keep running. I'm destined to become cat food. It was obviously meant to be. Clearly, there's only one thing left to be done. Which one of you gets to eat me? Though I am a little overweight, just a very slight bit, mind you, there's certainly enough of me for only one of you big, strapping creatures. All right, whose meal am I to be? I should be there by now. I've been walking for hours. Oh, and now I've lost my bearings. I'm not sure which is north and which isn't. If only there was someone I could ask. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
No!
Well, there's a nice way to enter a person's home, wreck the ceiling, and dump half a ton of snow on his floor. Why, if you aren't you, Milton! Have you forgotten me, boy? It's Thunkle!
Uncle Thunkle!
What brings you way out here?
Well, you see,
You look hungry, boy. Let me get you something to eat.
Well, I'd love to, but I'm in a hurry and...
Good, good. Won't take but a second. Have it ready before you can say... Oh, speaking of which, what were you saying? Tell me all about it, boy, because I want to hear.
Well, I was on my way to...
Yeah, well, it's because I'm a good listener, boy. That's why you ask anybody. Some people living all alone in the middle of nowhere, it makes them a little off upstairs. And they just talk.
With Uncle Thunkle, it isn't easy getting a word in edgewise or otherwise.
Well, I hope you're hungry, boy, because I made more than I can ever eat. Being all alone here, middle of nowhere, and you were saying something earlier, only you didn't. And that's your trouble, boy. Never finish a thought.
I'm trying to find...
Your father was that way, too, all the time we were growing up.
My way?
Can't remember a full sentence that fella ever spoke, and I ought to know, being his own brother, as I am,
To the north?
Of course, our sister, that's your Aunt Fan, she was the same way. Quiet girl, shy, you know. Hardly ever said a word.
Pole.
Almost seems it runs in the family, this not saying a lot. You know, I ought to check into that, see if it's genetic. In the North Pole, you say? Oh, I got a map, shows the way. You can borrow it, because that means you'll bring it back. And I like company, because I'm a people person, you see. A student of the soul. Like to get inside a person's mind, see what makes them tick. Some people don't care about other people, but not me. No, sir, I care. That's what makes me who I am and not someone else, if you get my drift, which I'm sure you do.
Oh, thank you, Thankle. I mean, thank you, Thankle, or thank you, Thankle. I thinkle. Oh, this is too much.
That's what's wrong with the world, if you're asking me. People don't care about people. I care, though. I certainly do, because what's life without people?
Honestly, one would think I'd have been there and back by now. Perhaps I really should take a rest. Just a brief little break. Only until I get my second wind. What? What was that? No! Oh, no! Help! Someone help me! Get me out of here! My nose is gonna freeze off! Oh, it's cold! I say! What's the meaning of this? I have never witnessed such inept driving in all my born... It's you, Santa Claus. It's you. I really must speak with you, sir. A matter of utmost urgency.
I'm afraid there's no time now, my little friend. I have to get these toys wrapped back in my workshop. You can tell me about it when we get there.
Oh, my. Oh, it's a good thing I don't have a fear of heights. Wait a moment. Who says I don't have a fear of heights? Help! Oh, not again! Now, as I was saying, I have never seen such a sight. Much, much nicer than Mr. Reek's place, I'll give it that.
You'll have to wait over here, little fellow. I've quite a lot of work to do.
Oh, but Santa!
Oh. Hello? Excuse me. One moment. No. Don't. Help!
Wait! Hold on, somebody! Untie me! Put me down! Santa! Oh, Mr. Claus, sir? Santa Claus! Yoo-hoo! Santa! Down here?
Oh, it's you. You'll have to forgive me, but I'm rather busy. It's Christmas Eve, you know.
I know. That's why I must talk to you. It's my friend Jeffrey. He's lost me.
What's that?
I don't know where he is. He's all alone somewhere out there on Christmas Eve with absolutely no one.
He is? Well, why didn't you tell me earlier? Double time, everyone! We have a child in need! Hello, son.
Hello.
You shouldn't be out here, child. Why, I'll have nowhere to leave your presents. You should be home with your family.
I have no home, and no family either.
But, Jeffrey, you do. The whole world is your home, and everyone in it is your family. If only you'll believe it to be true.
I want it to be. It's the only thing I want.
Very well, son. You just wait here, and I'll see what I can do.
But you can't. Hello? Hello? I knew it. I was dreaming again. Had the same dream, did you? Let's go back to sleep, Paws.
Now, dear. It's only one night a year we get to go caroling.
Oh, where do we start?
Yes. Where shall we sing first?
What about Jeffrey's house?
Yes, Jeffrey's house. Wonderful idea. If only I could remember where he lives.
Oh, I know. 412 Oak Street.
Yes, that's it.
I think it's time I sought another line of work.
On the night before Christmas, the world is at rest, awaiting the miracle, holy and blessed, when the dawn of a new day of love and of birth gives hope to us all for peace on the earth. As the snow lightly falling caresses the town, the light from the brightest of stars twinkles down.
And the children are sleeping so warm in their beds.
But this is his address, and there's nothing here.
Maybe it was another tree.
Unless Jeffrey has no home. Oh, my. I should have known. We must find him. Jeffrey!
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 Jeffrey! Jeffrey!
Come on, lad, where are you?
Jeffrey, where are you?
Jeffrey!
Jeffrey?
Huh?
You shouldn't be out here in the cold, Jeffrey.
You should be home.
I have no home.
Of course you do, Jeffrey. Ours. Now come along. This is no place to be. Not on this night. It's Christmas Eve, you know.
And so it was. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse? Oh, good. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew in a flash, tore open the shutter, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself.
Yes, nice. Very nice.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
You!
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night!"
Toys come alive on Christmas Eve, it's always a great surprise. When the soldiers march and the tigers leap, it's hard to believe your eyes. It's a joyous Christmas party before the toys arrive. It's a wondrous sight on a winter night when the toys all come alive.
When the toys come alive on Christmas Eve, it's such an amazing sight. All the ballerinas are spinning round, so beautiful, young and bright. And the world is softly waiting to hear old Santa sleigh. When the toys all cheer on a night so clear, on the eve of Christmas Day. Soldiers, ballerinas, little toy horses, like in a fairy tale, and perched inside a golden cage, a singing nightingale.
Tea sets, tiny tables, fluffy white bears, for when little folks pretend, and pirate ships on treasure trips and castles to defend.
When the toys come alive on Christmas Eve, the train goes around the track, up until the time that they say goodbye and jump into Santa's sack. And if you're awake and listening, you should have been asleep when the toys all play before Christmas Day, when the snow is white and deep. It's so happy, it's exciting, it's astoundingly delighting. Oh, the joys when the toys all come alive on Christmas Eve.
Here we go, on the run, doing good for everyone, here and there, everywhere around the town. We're so glad to provide, it's a source of elfin pride. When it's Christmas, we never can slow down. Christmas Eve and before, how we run from door to door, spreading joy though we're only inches tall. We're so quick, we're so fleet, on our tiny little feet. We've got cookies and toys and love for all. It's part of the job of being an elf, to do good things for other folks instead of yourself. It's all that we want, it makes us complete. To give a pair of shoes is for some chilly little feet. Snap a smile on your face, try to quicken up the pace. There's a world full of Christmas trees to trim, so let's spread Christmas cheer. And as long as we're all here, we'll be stuffing the stockings to the brim. It's a Christmas to remember until next December, for the magic of the Christmas spirit shining in our hearts. It's a happy time of giving, it makes life worth living, and the whole world is peaceful as a new year starts. You can bet, you will see, it's our solid guarantee that your Christmas is joy beyond compare. Oh, the magic you feel, now you know for sure it's real. It's the wonder of Christmas everywhere. It's the wonder of Christmas everywhere.
Long ago, in the kingdom of Rothenburg, there was a good and generous ruler who was kind and fair to his subjects. Unfortunately, he died. The successor to the throne, King Reinhold, was a far cry from the old monarch. He was vain, selfish,
Ready, aim, fire!
and not very popular. King Reinhold had a particular fondness for the finer things in life. Good food, beautiful clothes, and most especially, shoes. How could the king of a small country like Rothenburg afford such finery? By raising taxes, of course.
After last week's taxes, this is all I have left.
That's all you have left?
Ooh, Vittorio, you've outdone yourself. These shoes will look stunning with my gold lame smoking jacket and crimson velvet vest. Where did you find such glorious golden leather?
Oh, that's the beauty of it, King Reinhold. It is not leather at all, but solid gold, spun into a gossamer web and adorned with 24-karat gold charms.
Oh, how precious! Little tiny shoes. Oh, maybe I'll wear these to my annual Christmas ball. I'll be the envy of all of Europe. That silly French King Louis the whatever won't be able to show his face at my party. You are an artist, Vittorio.
And you are a genius for appreciating my talents, Your Majesty.
Nils, my trustworthy accountant. How do you like my new shoes, eh?
Well, they seem very, functional.
Forget it. What's the use? Their splendor is lost on an accountant. Look at his shoes.
Oh, boring.
You know, Nils, I think you should get yourself some new shoes. Something stylish that will reflect the fashion statement my administration's trying to make. And, speaking of new shoes, I see you've collected the taxes.
Well, yes.
And what is this? Where's the gold? Where's my money?
I'm afraid, Your Highness, that your kingdom is, well, bankrupt.
What? Bankrupt? What do you mean?
The peasants are broke. There's no more money.
I cannot make shoes without money, Your Highness.
Okay, fine. Let's not panic. Okay. We just have to think. Can we just borrow some money from the parties and pageants budget, huh?
That money has already been spent on your Christmas ball.
I need money, fast. I got it! We'll invade someone!
Your Majesty, I'm afraid we don't have much of an army left. The national defense budget went into last year's spring shoe line.
Oh, yeah, and a fine line it was, too. Ooh, worth every penny. Well, I'll have to think of something else. What about all this extra land and stuff that we're not using? Can't we sell some?
Well, what about your loyal subjects who live there?
That's not my problem. There's money and shoes to be made.
But...
No buts! Get out there and sell that land! I need more shoes!
I can never have enough shoes, even though I've only 10 tootsies. But I overpay in a sinful way for the chance to pamper my footsies. How I love the feathers and jewels.
I'm so bored with average fleeces. Do I give a hoot if my latest boot is the very last of a species?
Ah, magnifica! Aren't these unique?
Have you ever seen a sleeker pair of feather mules? Just as we speak,
like a lightning streak,
my shoemaker's designing, redefining all the rules. So what if most of my kingdom is cold with nothing to eat? They love the honor I bring them with my elegant royal feet. At the gala Saturday dance, they'll esteem my gold Cuban heels as I cha-cha-cha and I tango too in my smashing new Westwood wheels.
I'm a fancy dandy of chic, and my diamond slippers are shockers,
made of things so rare that they can't compare to the shoes in other king's lockers.
Shoes. Stop! Stop, you little thief! Get back here!
Hey! what's your hurry?
Hey, let me go!
Here, thank you, Hans. This little brat stole my bread. Yeah, what did I tell you?
I was gonna pay for it, but he started chasing me.
Oh, really? Well, let's see your money.
Well, I don't have any.
Well, somebody's gotta pay for these, or I'm calling the guards.
There's no need to call the guards. I'll be right back. Is that enough for the rolls?
Well, that'll just about cover it. You're lucky, kid. Next time you steal my bread, you'll end up doing time in the dungeon.
Well, thanks. See ya.
Hold on there. What's your name?
Tommy, what's it to you?
You owe me a penny's worth of work. Come on.
I'm done with the fireplace. Can I go now?
Don't you feel better, having done some good, honest work? You can't go around stealing from people.
Hey, get off my case. If I don't steal, my brothers and sisters go hungry.
But stealing will only land you in the dungeon. You're no good to your family there.
I don't have any choice.
Now you do. Starting today, you'll work for me. You can be my apprentice.
It doesn't look like you, need full-time help.
Well, it may not look like that now, but I'm sure business will pick up. People always need shoes.
Well, all right.
Come back in the morning and we'll get an early start.
Thanks, Hans. See you tomorrow.
Hans, who was that boy, and why will you see him tomorrow?
That's Tommy, and I've given him a job.
Oh, I see. And what are you going to pay him with, Mr. Moneybags?
Well, I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, I can see that. All we have left is one measly piece of leather. And thank heavens, my lucky penny. What?
All we have left is one measly piece of leather.
Oh, it's gone! My lucky penny!
Oh, come on, Elsa. It was for a good cause. I'll just rest my eyes for a minute.
Hans, wake up. Hans, it's morning.
What? Where am I?
Hans, you fell asleep at your workbench. You must have been up half the night making these shoes.
I didn't make any shoes last night.
Well, you must have, because there they are, right next to your tools.
But I don't remember making them. I must have done it in my sleep.
In your sleep?
Yeah. Some people walk in their sleep, some people talk. I guess I make shoes.
Well, you should make shoes in your sleep all the time, because these are the finest you've ever made.
They are fine, aren't they?
Put them in the window. Not that it'll do any good. No one has any money to buy shoes anyway.
Those shoes in the window, are they for sale?
Well, yes. Yes, they are. Would you like to?
Oh, goody. They fit like a glove. How much do you want for them? I'll give you 50 marks. Of course, that's not enough for such beautiful shoes. 75 marks.
Well...
You drive a hard bargain. 100 marks, and that's my final offer. Sold. Splendid. I don't need a box. I'll just wear them out. Thank you. Say, don't I recognize you? Lance, right? Hans, actually. Well, you're a credit to your shoemaking profession, Franz. This'll buy enough leather to make a pair of boots.
Boots? Well, you never made boots before.
I could make them in my sleep.
Listen, Nels, I told you to get new shoes. I didn't mean for you to get shoes that were better than mine.
But, sire, I only wanted to please you.
Oh, give me those shoes. Where did you get these?
Some shoemaker named Lance, or was it Franz? Actually, it might have been Harold.
Why, you don't even remember his name?
I have a memory for numbers, sire, but I couldn't remember a name to save my life.
Oh, well, hey, that's too bad, isn't it? Guards, throw him in the dungeon for his bad memory.
But...
I pay you a pretty penny to make me the finest shoes in the land, and you're shown up by a peasant shoemaker.
But, sire, these shoes, they are inferior workmanship, yes. Look.
Oh, yeah? They look okay to me.
But they're so plain. They don't have any feathers or jewels or anything. They are not fit shoes for a king of your good taste and elegance to wear. Much finer shoes should grace your royal feet.
Uh-huh. Well, perhaps you're right.
Wait until you see the pair I am making for you now.
Oh, yeah? Are they nice?
Ah, they will be exquisite. I've heeled palms covered with imported rainforest lizard skins, trimmed with the feathers of the now extinct scarlet guana bird.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they'd go fabulously with my brown mink cutaway with the paisley cummerbund.
Exactly what I had in mind, Your Majesty.
I suppose these are too simple for a man of my complexity. Put these under lock and key. I'll never doubt your impeccable taste again, Vittorio.
Okay, listen up, sprites. Roll call. Cubbins?
Yo.
Franklin?
Here. Hey, who moved the runway?
Gorgonzola?
What?
Are you here?
Am I here? Are any of us really here? And where is here?
Smoot?
Here.
Okay. Looks like everybody's here. Now let's get snapping. We've got shoes to make.
Ah, look at the size of this leather. It's huge. We're gonna be here all night.
Yippee!
Get a clue, Smoot. Why are we helping this loser anyway?
Because according to our research, Hans is a kind and giving person. And maybe he'll be the one that will help you sprites get your elf status.
Très bien. Nice figure eights.
Great, Franklin. Now let's see you cut out some shoes. Okay, Cubbins, you hammer.
No, I always get the hard part.
That's because you're the strongest.
I am? Oh, yeah, I am.
Gorgonzola, you stitch.
But I'm not at my creative peak. I'm lacking a visual frame of reference. I need motivation.
Yeah, I'll give you plenty of motivation.
Okay. Don't get your tights in such a bunch. I'll do it.
Good.
But it won't be my best work.
Yeah, why should today be any different?
Smoot, you glue.
No!
Sure, be happy to.
Gorg, maybe you'd better glue. Good work, sprites. You know, all together, the four of you might make one good elf.
Every night, Hans left the leather out, and every morning there were beautiful shoes awaiting him. Few people had enough money to buy Hans shoes, but the kind-hearted shoemaker could never say no to someone in need. And from then on, Hans would take whatever payment the townspeople could afford in exchange for a pair of his shoes. Mend your fence for some flats, Hans.
Hey, how about 2 pigs for those pumps?
Hans and Ilse could not believe their good fortune, and Tommy got a raise.
Good night, Tommy. See you tomorrow.
no. Tommy forgot his coat.
I'd better catch him.
Oh, go on, go on. With all this work, we need that boy healthy and strong.
Tommy! You forgot your coat.
You didn't need to bring it to me.
Is this where you live?
No, I was,
Tommy, what are you doing out there in the cold?
Gee, Mom, it's not that cold. Mom, this is Hans. Hans' mom.
Oh, you're Hans the shoemaker. Oh, we're just about to sit down for supper. Won't you come in? Children? Settle down! Oh, you've been so kind to my son. You see, my husband had to leave Rothenburg to find work. He sends money, but it never seems to be enough. It's really helped for Tommy to have a job.
Oh, Mom, not everybody wants to hear our life story.
You're a shoemaker?
That's right.
I asked Santa Claus to bring me a pair of shoes for Christmas.
There's no such thing as Santa Claus, dummy.
Yes, there is. Isn't there, Hans?
Of course there is. And I'm sure he'll try his best to see that you get your Christmas wish.
Hey, the peasants are complaining again. They claim they have nothing to eat. I don't see the problem.
Some people are so hard to please.
Oh, what is the meaning of this intrusion? Now I'll probably get heartburn. I hate heartburn.
Sire, many pardons. We caught this scoundrel hunting in your forest.
It's my forest. It's been in the von Burfoot family for years. That land was given to my grandfather by the king.
No, you're wrong. The former king. I'm the king now, and it's good to be the king. I'm taking that land back. It's going to be sold to
Mulvania, sire.
What he said.
But you can't sell it.
I can and I will. I'm the king, and I give the orders around here. Put him in a dungeon for trespassing on my land. Whoa. Wait a minute. Where did you get those boots?
Why should I tell you?
Well, because if you tell me, I'll forget this whole unfortunate incident.
I refuse to tell you anything until I get my land back.
Oh, really? Well, perhaps sometime in the dungeon we'll loosen your tongue. Guards! Wait. Leave the boots. Ooh. Oh, look at this stitching, Vittorio. It seems our peasant cobbler has struck again.
But where are the rhinestones, the tassels, the silver filigree? Those little details that transform a shoe from a lowly, ugly caterpillar to a glorious butterfly, huh?
Uh-huh. Or that hide what's really an inferior shoe.
They don't have enough food, and their shoes are falling apart. Some of them don't even have shoes.
Well, what are you going to do, Hans? Make new shoes for Tommy's whole family?
Ilsa, that's a great idea. Now, I think Angela's about a size 3.
Hans, the good luck fairies won't like it if you leave them all that work. They'll think you're taking advantage of them.
There is no such thing as good luck fairies. Trolls, dwarves, brownies, whatever you call them. They don't exist.
Shh, they might hear you. Now, have you explained the shoes, then? You never made shoes like that before.
That's because I never made them in my sleep before. I'm gonna prove to you that there are no little people. I will stay awake all night, and in the morning, there will be no shoes.
Oh, of course there won't. The little people won't come while you're awake.
Then I'll hide if that'll make you happy. Once and for all, we'll get this fairy business cleared up.
Oh.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Hiding from fairies. I'm not gonna let Ilsa and her superstitions keep me from getting warm.
Gee, I didn't think he'd ever go to sleep. Okay, everybody, we've got our work cut out for us. Ow! Hey, keep it down. We don't want to wake him up.
He looks like one of those humans that could sleep through a natural disaster. Hey, what does he think we are, an assembly line?
Hey, everyone. I'm here to help. We can attach the thread to my board, and we can fly right through this job.
Fantastique! Nice line, such a purity of form. It really moves me.
How does it work?
You just push off with one foot, and away you go.
Whee! This is fun.
Smoot, stop! Stop!
How does it stop?
What? Ilsa, what is it?
Well, I guess Smoot is one disaster he couldn't sleep through.
Everybody, ready to fly? Zappo! Oh no! What did I do?
Smoot was touching the human when you zapped us.
Where am I? I must be dreaming. Ow! Definitely not dreaming.
Shelby, quick, send the human back before anyone finds out.
Oh no, that last pop must have used up all my zapping power. It's gonna take some time to recharge.
What are we going to do with him in the meantime?
I don't know. Act inconspicuous.
Oh yeah, right, with a 6-foot human behind you.
Ah, wait, I know. We use him as a bodyguard. No more elves taking our lunch money. By golly, Ilsa was right. There are good luck fairies.
Hey man, this is Elfland. There's no fairies here. You see any wings?
Hey, let me down! Put me down!
Oh, of course. I didn't mean to scare you. Where am I?
Well, thanks to my stupidity, you're in Elfland, somewhere no human has ever been.
So you're elves?
Well, technically we're sprites. We can't be elves until we've done enough good deeds for others.
You're the elves, I mean sprites, that have been making my shoes.
At your service.
But what is this Elfland place? I thought elves lived at the North Pole.
Oh, sheesh, this guy doesn't know anything.
Only Christmas Elves live at the North Pole.
Yeah, you have to really shine to be selected as one of Santa's elves.
You mean Santa's slaves.
Hey, Cubbins, you want to be one of Santa's elves just as bad as the rest of us.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna happen, okay? Big Jack's had it in for me ever since I crazy glued his favorite pair of shoes to the floor.
What is that place?
That's the Elf Training Center. It's where the elves master their specialty. You know, toy making, cookie baking, gift distribution, magic training, that sort of stuff.
Can I take a peek?
Well, I guess. While my zapper's recharging. But go around the back so no one can see you.
Oh, yeah, right. Good thinking.
It's the elf job. In every Christmas stocking there's a toy we made. The work is so much fun we think we're overpaid. Welcome to the party, come and join the fun. The elves are jumping for everyone. So jump in with the trumpets and the saxophones, and slide down the piano past the big trombones. To make a kind of magic and it's all for you. Make the whole world happy, it's a dream coming true.
Tappity tap, it's so much fun.
Rappity rap until the rapping is done.
Swing it, man, swing it high and low.
Can you dig that swinging little fella blow? Woo! With chocolate and sugar and some almonds too. We mix them all together till the dough is through. We pop them in the oven and we make them brown. We make the cookies anywhere in the town. Ho ho, toot toot toot-toodle. Ho ho, toot toot toot-toodle. Ho ho, rap rap a doodle. Ho ho, bake bake a doodle.
Now as for myself, I'm glad I'm an elf.
We do good deeds, that's what the world needs.
It isn't the pay, it's not the applause.
Someday we want to work for Santa Claus. Ho ho, rap rap a doodle. Ho ho, bake bake a doodle. Ho ho, toot toot toot-toodle. Yeah.
Thanks! Human in Elfland! I repeat, human in Elfland! Open the doors!
Uh-oh.
Shelby, I should have known you were involved.
Well, I didn't think.
Well, that's obvious. You know it's against elf policy to talk to humans. Says right here, Rule 12B, subsection 14X, paragraph 5, line 4. He's not supposed to know about us. He'll probably tell all his friends about Elfland, and they'll tell their friends, and they'll all come looking for our magic.
Ed, don't you think you're overreacting just a little?
Overreacting? Overreacting? We've got a human in Elfland! Yeah, what do you want? Big Jack is coming down! Now you guys are gonna get it!
Oh, no!
Oh, great. We can kiss our elf dream goodbye now.
No matter how many good deeds we do, we'll always be remembered for this fiasco.
Ah, well. Every great artist must suffer for his work. Who is Big Jack?
Don't tell the human anything!
You know, Ed, you're starting to annoy me. And I don't like the way you boss my friends around. You were saying?
Big Jack is the boss man elf. He rules the roost. He's Santa's right-hand man. I mean elf.
He's big.
Oh, gosh. Here he comes now.
Where is this Big Jack?
Right in front of you, human. A human in Elfland. I never thought I'd see the day. So, how'd you get here?
Well, it was my fault. I accidentally transported him here.
Uh-huh. I'm disappointed with you, Shelby. That was a careless mistake. It could jeopardize all of Elfland. And at our busiest time, with our Christmas deadline right around the corner, what do? You bring home a human!
Hey, she didn't mean to.
Anyone can make a mistake.
Bully.
Attila the elf. Silence! I'm sure you sprites played a big part in this mess. You've got a list of demerits a mile long, which I've overlooked until now. As your punishment, you will be forced to work in the mines with the dwarves.
The mines.
Ha ha ha! Oh, this is the worst. I hate those dwarves. They're sleepy, they're dopey, they're grumpy.
And what about that one who sneezes all the time? Who's going to work next to him? Ugh.
But it's my fault, not theirs. Oh, please, Daddy, don't send them to the mines.
Daddy?
You're Big Jack Jr.?
Oh, man.
If anybody should be punished, it should be me.
Yeah, I'm coming to that.
Mr. Big Jack, pardon my interruption, but I think you're being unreasonable.
Oh, you do? Well, it's none of your business, human.
A big elf would hear me out.
Silence! How dare you talk to...
Shut up, Ed. Proceed, human.
You see, I was down to my last piece of leather, in danger of losing everything. Then the sprites appeared. They helped me to get back on my feet, to pull myself up by my own bootstraps.
Yeah, well, that's all very nice.
Because of Shelby and the sprites, I was able to give shoes to people who needed them.
Well, Mr. Hodge the shoemaker, you've stated your case well. Shelby, sprites, I will give you another chance at being elves. But you mess up one more time, and it's off to the mines with all of you.
Oh. Yeah? What is it? Yikes! Santa sighting! He's on his way here!
Oh, quick! Hide the human! If Santa finds him here, we'll all end up in the mines! This isn't working! But I know what will! Everybody grab a shovel! We gotta make a mountain! Ho-ho! Jack! Oh, well, hello there, Mr. Claus. What brings you here? Oh, not that there's anything wrong with you being here.
Bit of a problem at the North Pole, Jack. 4 of our lead toy distribution elves have come down with hoof and mouth disease. I told them not to spend so much time with the reindeers. Looks like we'll need replacements. Some of your best and brightest.
We're a little low on best and brightest.
What about promoting some of those cookie baking elves?
Oh, they're baking their buns off trying to finish up the Christmas cookie order.
Oh, Christmas cookies. Gotta have those. I love my cookie and milk rest stops. They're so rejuvenating after a night of ho-ho-hoing. I guess you better keep them baking, but find me some replacement elves.
I'll do the best I can, Chief.
Good, good. I'll need a crack team for the big ride Christmas Eve. Something looks different around here.
Yeah, well, we painted last summer, and the curtains are new, and those throw pillows, those are new.
No, that's not it. You can't fool Santa. You've done some new landscaping.
Ha ha! Yes! Well, we wanted it to be a surprise, but, oh, you are just too sharp, sir.
I like it. Mrs. Claus would, too. She's tired of that flat tundra we live on. Maybe you could landscape it for us this summer. You know, rose garden, some lovely bushes carved in the shape of reindeer.
Oh, yes, sure. We would love to do that, yes.
Very good. Oh, sorry, I can't stay longer. I've got a list a mile long that I have to check twice. Remember, 4 elves for Christmas. Your best and brightest.
Hey, you got it. Oh, where am I going to get 4 well-trained Christmas elves? It's not like I could just pull them out of my pointy hat.
Daddy.
Oh, you 4 working for Santa? I don't think so.
There goes what little was left of my self-esteem.
You have to earn your elf status first, and popping humans into Elfland is not going to win you any points.
Speaking of humans, you can come out now, Hans!
Now, we gotta get you out of Elfland before Santa makes a return engagement. Now, we can't allow you to remember us, so this will seem just like a dream. It was just a dream. A dream. A dream.
Oh, Hans, what's wrong? What is it?
All your talk about little people have given me nightmares.
What kind of nightmares?
Well, I dreamed that I was in Elfland. There were sprites that were sent to help us so they could become elves. Holy cow, I was really in Elfland. The sprites are real.
You know, even I find this hard to believe.
They have been so good to us. We should find a way to thank them.
Well, it looks like they could use some new clothes.
That's a great idea. We'll make new outfits for them with all the trimmings.
I'll get to work on the coats. I'm going to use this as a pattern.
And I will make new shoes. They'll be the best dressed sprites in Rothenburg.
Well, I'm waiting.
I have not slept for a week, so that I might create the ultimate blue suede shoes for your highness.
The ultimate blue suede shoes. I sold the Alps for these! Do you expect me to wear these vile shoes to my Christmas ball? These hideous clodhoppers?
Ah, clodhoppers! Why, you have the taste of a snail.
Oh!
You have the style of a sewer rat.
Ooh! You have a room in the dungeon! Guards! What do you think of these shoes?
Honestly, sir?
Yes, honestly. Do you like them?
Well, Your Majesty, I think they smile, like you said. Too many doodads for my liking. These are more to my style.
Oh, where did you get these shoes? Answer me! I must know who the shoemaker is! I must find him!
Ah, it was Hans! Hans the shoemaker, Your Majesty!
Oh, I found him! Thanks to you, I can once again have the finest shoes in the land! As a reward, I will make you a duchess!
Well, I'd much rather have a nice big Christmas ham, sir.
All right, we can work it that way if you want. Guards, bring me Hans the shoemaker!
But King Reinhold's quest would not be so simple. He failed to realize just how many Hans the shoemakers there were in Rothenburg.
I hope the sprites like the new outfits.
I'm sure they will. Now they'll know how much we appreciate their help.
Okay, sprites, we've been given another chance. We'd better make the most of it. Franklin, you You do whatever you want.
Oh, Shelby, you can't fall apart now. We need you.
Oh, I'm useless. I let you guys down. I almost got you sent to the mines.
It wasn't your fault. I never should have let you ride my board.
And I should have never ridden it.
And I never should have called Big Jack Attila. But you know, who cares if we never work for Santa? It's not like he's Leonardo da Vinci or something, though they both do have beards.
Hey, that's right. Hans told us that we helped him. That's what matters.
Yeah, we made a difference.
Well, it's nice to be given some credit.
But you've worked so hard to be elves.
Elves schmelves. It's being together and helping people that matters. And remember, we 4 sprites make one pretty awesome elf. Hey, there's nothing wrong with an occasional attitude adjustment.
Let's make some shoes.
Excuse me, what are we supposed to make shoes with? Where's the leather?
Hey, guys, come over here and check this out.
Are these for us?
Dear Shelby and Sprites, this is to thank you for all your hard work. Merry Christmas, your friends Hans and Ilsa. Hans must have remembered us after all.
This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
We may never be elves, but at least we look absolutely marvelous.
Oh, I like helping Hans.
Yeah, me too. Hey, can we work for him permanently?
No, I'm afraid Big Jack won't let us come back now.
Come on, what are you talking about, huh?
Hans remembers us. It's the first rule of elfdom. If a human finds out about you, you have to disappear.
Oh, this is really depressing.
Well, why can't we just zap his memory and make him forget us?
Because once a human believes in magic, he always will.
Well, if we're never coming back, can't we thank him somehow?
Gee, I wish Hans could have some of our magic so that he could make beautiful shoes without our help.
That's a great idea, Smoot.
Yeah,
that is a good idea.
All right.
Can we do it, Shelby?
Well, why not? If anyone deserves some magic, it's Hans. Follow me. Oh, elfin powers that be, bring the sprite's magic through me. Give to Hans our special touch, the power he deserves so much. There. Now he has a little part of all of you.
Well, well. I guess you have what it takes to be Christmas elves after all.
We do?
Yep. You finally realize what being an elf is all about.
Pardon, we did?
It's about giving. If you're not willing to give your most precious gifts to others, you can never work for Santa. But you've passed the test. You've made the grade. You're gonna be Santa's newest elves! Congratulations, Christmas elves. I knew eventually you would do it.
You know, we couldn't have become Christmas elves without you.
Yes, we'd be in some dead-end sprite job.
Guys, I was just doing my job.
And an excellent job at that. I am very proud of you.
Thank you, Daddy.
And now it's time to get back to Elfland. You elves have to get ready for your big night.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What big night?
Ah, you mean I didn't tell you? You're Santa's replacement elves. You're riding with him on Christmas Eve.
All right! Bye, Hans. Goodbye, Ilsa. I hope you never forget us, 'cause we'll never forget you.
I had a dream about the sprites. They finally became Christmas elves and went off to work for Santa. And before they left, they gave me...
Magic to make shoes. Hans, I had the same dream.
Do you think it's true?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, Hans, they're beautiful. You have been gifted with elfin magic.
I'd better get to work on the shoes for Tommy's family if I'm gonna finish them for Christmas morning. Can I help you?
Are you Hans the shoemaker?
Yes?
You must come with us by orders of His Royal Highness, King Reinhold.
Okay, bring in Hans the shoemaker. Oh, come on, which one is Hans?
Yeah, well, they all are, sire. It seems that Hans is a pretty common name in these parts.
And with the Hans that made these shoes, please step forward. Come on now, you will be greatly rewarded if you do as I say. Oh, perfect. We're having an identity crisis here. Duchess!
Your Majesty?
Which one of these Hanses gave you your fine shoes?
Oh, it's the Hans second from the right, sire.
You, Hans, step up here. You other Hanses, beat it.
But...
Now, listen to me. I urgently need a pair of blue suede shoes for the royal Christmas party tomorrow night. Money's no object. That's what taxes are for.
But tomorrow's Christmas. I have a very big order I must fill. I'll never have time to make your shoes.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. You don't have time? I'm the king. I order you to fill my shoes. I mean, fill my order. My guards will retrieve them tomorrow. If the shoes aren't finished, you'll be spending the rest of your Christmases in the dungeon. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Highness.
Good. And Hans, have a nice day. Guards!
Christmas, Elsa. It looks like Santa and his elves have already been here.
Santa was here! Look at my shoes, Tommy. Hans must have told Santa about us.
You can count on Hans to keep a promise.
Open in the name of His Majesty King Reinhold.
The shoes!
I must have fallen asleep.
Oh, no!
I've come for the shoes.
I didn't...
My orders are to bring to the king one exquisitely stunning pair of blue suede dancing shoes, or one extremely unfortunate shoemaker. What'll it be?
Hey guys, look, it's, wait, don't tell me it's, Franz the shoemaker.
Actually, it's Hans.
That's right. I recognize you. You sold me those nice warm boots. Oh, I wish I had them now.
So you're the shoemaker who got me sent to this dingy, dirty, foul-smelling place?
I'm sorry. I'm sure I didn't mean to do whatever you think I did. I can't believe this. There are more people in prison than in the village. This is not exactly how I planned to spend my Christmas.
Hans the shoemaker?
That's me.
The king desires your presence.
Hans! Oh, you're too modest for your own good. Why did you let me throw you in the dungeon, huh?
It's the elves.
Your charming wife brought this box to me. I just love the note. It's hysterical. To King Reinhold from the elves. Ha! Oh, such a sense of humor. Oh, I hope you don't mind. I opened it right away. I couldn't wait. What do you think I found?
Shoes?
Ha 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 ha! Oh, funny guy. Funny. Shoes. Oh, like you didn't know.
But...
Hans, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I wanted you to be here when I put them on for the very first time. You will be my new royal shoemaker, cobbling shoes for me for the rest of your life. Ooh, Hans, they tingle when I walk. Some of that elfin magic. I like it. You, I want you to release all of the prisoners from the dungeon.
Ordinance 3022, release all prisoners from the dungeon.
What's going on? Oh, it's your fault. You put some spell on these shoes. I'm gonna deal with you right after I get rid of these bewitched shoes, or I can't stand being nice. Oh, I hate it.
It looks like you're stuck with them.
But I don't want them. I don't want any of my shoes. Give them to the peasants. What am I saying?
Ordinance 3023, all shoes to be given to the peasants.
Hans, you will pay. You will pay. No more taxes as long as you live.
Ordinance 3000 and...
All right already. They get the point. Get out of here, all of you! And happy holidays to you and yours! Ah! Get out!
It was the happiest Christmas in Rothenburg's history, thanks to a very special shoemaker and a generous group of elves.
You elves are the best I've ever had. You're riding with me every Christmas from now on.
Oh, sacre bleu! The view from up here, it is fantastic!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone!
Ho-oh, toot-toot-toot-toot-o, ho-oh, bake-bake-a-boodle, ho-oh, rub-rub-a-doodle, it's the elf job. In every Christmas stocking there's a toy we made. The work is so much fun, we think we're overpaid. You're welcome to the party, come and join the fun. The elves are jumping for everyone. So jump in with the trumpets and the saxophones, and slide down the piano past the big trombones. To make it kind of magic and it's all for you. Make the whole world happy, it's a dream coming true.
Tappity-tap, it's so much fun.
Rappity-rap until the rapping is done.
Swing it, man, swing it high and low.
Can you dig that
swing and little fella blow?
Woo! We chocolate and sugar and some almonds too. We mix them all together till the dough is through. We pop them in the oven and we make them round. We make the best of cookies anywhere in town. Ho ho, toot toot toot-o, ho ho, toot toot toot-o, ho ho, rap rap a doodle, ho ho, bake bake a doodle.
Now as for myself, I'm glad I'm an elf.
We do good deeds, that's what the world needs.
It isn't the pay, it's not the applause.
Someday we want to work for Santa Claus. Ho